This is Sonicemerald, and welcome to a bonus episode of Let's Play DioField Chronicle. Usually I don't do bonus episodes until actually the finale, which this is the finale. It's called Kill the General, so... but there is something else. This over here leads to some of the character quests. One of them in particular is Walter Quinn. She's got her story between, it takes place between chapter 4 and sorry about that. I think it takes place between chapter 2 or 3, between them until the event of her death. And about how obtaining this magical tome so she can research it and get even more powers, the necromancy powers that she's supposed to get. Which also leads to this stuff right here, the necromancy and this necrotellum, whatever it is. But now I can unlock it. I went ahead. See, you can't unlock this one yet. You got to complete another mission called the Bountiful Harvest. I did some of that stuff, and I really am not interested in any of it because of the fact that I just want to get this game done. It just doesn't seem to interest me. But here's the actual bonus episode that I really want to do. Is this in here? The lore of the game. If any of you guys are interested, this won't take very long. Let's take a look at the power relations. Now, what this is that you go back through all the chapters. It's basically at the very beginning. This is what we did throughout all the chapters. And you're looking at it right here. Duke Henday was in the beginning of chapter 1. We had Andreas, Frederick, and Izzy. We had to rescue Lorraine at the very beginning of chapter 1. So it talks about that. And then after they were done, we found Duke Henday, and we established well, it wasn't Duke Henday yet. It was the commander, whatever his name is. I can't remember. It's been a while. And we've been on different missions. And then the Empire was going after the Jade. We had the Rotel Alliance was also going after the Jade. And the Kingdom of Balatane, which we were fighting them to stop it. This is chapter 2. We had Duke Henday ordered us to eliminate the demi-humans in this area. The Blue Foxes, we recruited Ascarion and Walter Quinn at the time. And then Archbishop Joshua wanted to purge some things. It was like, I don't know what was going on in that. They really wanted to purge all the demi-humans that were in that area. And during that time, the Empire was approaching DioField from the west, coming into our sector, and we had to try to stop them. And then here's chapter 3. Lorraine finally comes in. We had some other things going on. This is when the church got involved. The first prince was killed in battle in chapter 3. We ended up retreating in Southfield because we couldn't hold our position much longer as the Empire was getting us overwhelmed because of our commander being killed. And we just go from there. And in chapter 4, the second prince and the third prince, Darius, were competing for land. We had Dukende, Lord Kimball. We had some knights that had been promoted. And we had to recapture the naval base, which we made the Empire return back overseas. And in chapter 5, the king died. Duke Hende was killed, but he poisoned himself because Andreas wanted to kill him, but it didn't work out that way. And we found out that Duke Hende wanted the jade for himself. That's why we had to try to kill him, but like I said, he poisoned himself on it. And this is where everybody ended up being, and most of chapter 5 was about the trading port. The Empire finally seized control of the trading port, and then we had to find a way to take it back again. So it's like back and forth crisis, but kept on going with it. And then in chapter 6, things got a lot worse. Lord Kimball we killed Lord Kimball, we killed Archbishop Joshua. We went after into the tower because Andreas found evidence in Bestel Tower that Fred had a sister. And if we were to free her, we could take her to the Lord Council and prove that Fred is the heir to the throne to become the next king. And then the third Prince Darius was killed in battle, and we finally killed Walter Quinn during that time. So we finished doing all that. And now here we are in chapter 7, where our new king has come in. And we wiped out Dalmasio's forces down in Southfield. We took back the trading port, where we're getting ready to take back the trading port. And we got this new general that's heading down from the Empire. So now we got to kill him. So there's the Power Relations Library on that one. Documents. This is the list of things that are going on in the game. Andreas Ronderson, one of the 4 heads of the Blue Foxes. He is calm, cool, and resourceful leader, which we all know. As a child, he caught the eye of a nobleman, which recognized something special in him. And after being trained as a soldier, he became the chamberlain and bodyguard of the 4th in line of the throne, Prince Fred. I'm just going to say Fred Lester. I can't say that name. I don't really care about the name. We'll just call him Fred. He accompanied the prince when he was sent to Leicestershire Estate in Westfield as part of the princely education, and he was in Westfield as part of his that it was where he met Frederick. After the fall of the Leicester family, he fled with Frederick to Centralfield and came under the care of Zoroac, a mercenary who was a friend of Leicester's. Under Zoroac's tutelage, both he and Frederick became fully fledged mercenaries and have been trained in combat from an early age and became an excellent warrior. He has studied strategy tactics and is well advised in ancient sorcery that has been passed through the generation. What? I thought Andreas didn't want to do ancient sorcery. That's weird when they talked about that. On the islands of DioField, he has numerous talents, agents employed in his skill in his art of subterfuge. Well, anyway, I'm only going to go over like a few of these that I'm interested in, so I will do a short little pause, like for you guys to read it if you want. The ones that I'm interested in is the ones I'm going to go over. Like Frederick Lester, one of the four heads of the Blue Foxes. When he was a child in the family, the Lesters hosted a fourth prince, that word, as a lodger and became friends. Fred made a promise to the prince. In order to fulfill it, he traveled to Centerfield and Andreas to become a mercenary. He's kind-hearted and naive, perhaps due to the upbringing, place of beauty. Sorry, my coffee's getting cold. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that. He's kind-hearted, naive, perhaps due to his upbringing in the place of beauty and serenity. People admired him for his directness, honesty, but his tendency to become obsessed with whatever he is passionate about. He and Andreas known each other since childhood and shared a strong bond of brotherhood born from the life-threatening situations they've been through together. Possessing a superb physical attributes, he could easily serve as an infantryman, but preferred the leverage of his fine riding skills and gallop across the battlefield. Iscarian Colchester. I will pause this just for a second here, just for you to read it, because I'm not interested really in him. Remember, you can pause it. I'm going too fast, just pause it. Now we got Walter Quinn Redditch, which, like I said, not interested in her, and I'll just go down to her and so you can read it. This is Ezzy Wilgan. Donovar Sullivan. There's Rickles. Chevette Belson. I'm interested in this guy. A former servant of House Riddich, one of the Ardwolf leader of Hattie Soybe's closest associate. He is known as Walter Quinn since she was a child and is very familiar with her personality. He entered the employ of House Riddich and because it suited his needs in time and later became a bandit for some reason. He's a fickle man who goes wherever the situation seems most favorable. He decides to leave the Ardwolves when he realized that Hattie's pursuit of Jade would likely lead to a sticky end. When he spotted Walter Quinn's familiar face among the Blue Foxes, he knew it was the right time to jump ship. He is flightly but does have some sense of duty. Estalt Yelfed, a young magical user, and plus he's an orphan from the Granville Church. Castavia Benol. Maria Perez. I guess that's how you say her last name. She's a tall, powerful woman. Okay, that's really a very good definition of this woman. She don't look that tall, but okay. There's Kat, that I like to call her. Okay, a member of the Templar Knights. She's the Granville Church military arm. Born in Northfield, the family of devout believers, Catherine has a highly religious upbringing and grew up with an unfaltering faith. She spent her childhood mastering the sword, shield, and sorcery, hoping to enter into the service of the church. She eventually got her wish and was selected to join the Templar Knights. She was subsequently selected to act as a protector for the priest, a job that she has been taking very seriously. She is a woman of integrity, kindness, and compassion, but is also naive and gullible, which I've already knew that. She met Andreas and his allies whilst on a mission. I do like her, Tremendia Umbert, the daughter of the merchant from Southfield, a serious and stubborn person. Her inflexible nature can make her difficult to work with, but she's always had a lofty ambition and strong desire to make a name of herself. She is also a passionate believer in democracy and new political ideology that has taken hold on the mainland and started to gain momentum in Alatain. She worked for a while with an activist, Galvin Yalhavo, but realized the field... Sorry. Futility of her efforts of encountering the charismatic Iscarion. Iscarion offered her a place with the Blue Foxes, and she joined the sense of hope that things can make different within the unit. She learned a modern magic weapon known as the Gundrit. Willis, to help her father in Southfield, decided to acquire one for herself. And there's Chapelman. There's Zorak Wilkin, the father of Izzy. And there's the princess. I don't know any of these guys. I don't know who they are or what they do. Got some interesting people here. There's Dalmazo. Hadi Sorby. They just love misspelling organized. I don't know why. Joselle. Well, no portrait of this person. Ingram. Not much going on that one. Gofferin. Don't know anything about him. Galvin Yohavo. A lot of backstory on a lot of these characters. Ah, there's a portrait. Not much of a portrait, but it'll work. Olog. Joshua, Archbishop Joshua. Lorraine Luckshaw. Jordan, the guy that was assassinated at the very beginning of the game. Not a bad leader, really. There's William Henday. Man, a lot of backstory on this guy. Count Horace. Lord Kimball. A lot of characters, I'm telling you, that we got to go over here. Nico Demo Amon, I guess we had to fight him, I think. It's been a while since I don't really remember most of his name. That name again, I think it's Laventia Shatham, if I'm saying it right. Laventia Shatham. I think I got it right. It must be Fred when he was young. Name to Fred. Abingod Shatham. I guess he was killed in battle too. Victor Shatham. Don't really have a portrait. Stardust Shatham. Red Gold Shatham. He died in bed. And that is it of all the characters. And now we've got go into the nations. And yeah, there's a lot in here to go over, but I'm just going to do this. Pause for you guys to see. This is what every region's about. Not really into all this. Just, I thought I'd create this before I do the finale. You know, you never know what might happen. A lot to go over. A lot of this stuff. But, you know, it's just the backstory of everything, you know. I'm just going to go scroll on down to some of this stuff. Just, I like some of the designs on a lot of this stuff. You know, the artwork that was made on this. Which I think is kind of cool. Sorry if I'm not scrolling down most of this other stuff. Trying to get through most of this stuff as quickly as possible. I've got stuff I got to do today, and I just it's almost every weekend. Sometimes I'll have time to do a couple of videos, and there's sometimes that I won't. It just depends on what I've got to do during that day. This is everything that we went through throughout the game. All the different areas. And then there's the organizations. I tell you, I really do tell you. I never could understand that, but I think this is a British game. It's got to be. I mean, what else could it be? I don't know. Has to be. That's nice. The artwork on this is just amazing. So it's gold. I thought it was war funds in this game. One last thing to talk about. This is called the battle history. You're gonna basically, like, let's do let's try that one. Actually, wait a minute. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, like, for instance, if we go into one of these, I think
Andreas and his fellow Central Field mercenaries come to the rescue of a government official. Lorraine.
It's everything that you've done in this game up to this point. You can go back and go through all the FMVs and all the narrator going over everything that you just did after you beat like a certain area, and then you go back, and that's all this is right now. This is everything that's in there, and that's everything from, then you got everything in chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, 5, 6, and now 7. This leads up to where we're at right now. So that's mainly it of the lore of this game, particularly. All right. Also, please cast your vote. It's on my community tab. I've got 4 out of the 5 games that are on there. For some reason, YouTube would not allow to do 5, I guess. I don't know why. But please cast your vote. I only got 1 vote right now, and I need multiple votes. So, please do that for me. Like I said in a previous video, that, Februaries are one of the hardest months for me to record. It's just, there could be only 4 days out of this month that I might be able to do it. I don't know. Every year is different for February. I don't know why. It's just a very, very rough month. I got so much that I do during that time, and I just don't have time to record anything sometimes. Just don't know why, but I'm going to try to this year. I'm going to see if it's any better this month. So that's what I'm trying to do. Now, the finale could be delayed a little bit. I don't know yet because it's coming up next after this bonus episode. I don't know when that one will be out. It just depends on my situation and what's going on. I just want to let you guys know about that. Well, eventually it's going to come out. I just don't know exactly when. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this bonus episode of DioField Chronicle. Hopefully I will get the finale out and everything will just run smoothly. That's what I'm hoping. Anyway, this is Sonicemerald signing off. See you on the flip side. Like and subscribe to my channel. It's much, much appreciated. And hit that notification bell for all the latest updates on my channel.